If there was anything else to learn about the OnePlus Nord that we didn't know already, it looks like we've got official confirmation on pretty much every single aspect of this phone. So we do get this, I guess, official leak of the design, although you can see very clearly that this phone is not a working phone. It is a model or a prototype just to show off what the possible design may be. What we can see from this is firstly confirmation of that dual hole punch cutout. Other information tells us that it's a 32 plus 8 megapixel dual camera system, so a wide and an ultra wide. So I've used a few phones with that same camera system. I assume it's the same because the megapixels are the same, for example, on Realme phones, and the front 32 megapixel is a decent image shooter, and I hope that OnePlus have the same edge detection as Realme, probably as good as, if not better, good image sensor. And then the ultra wide, for me the quality isn't as good as the main. The dynamic range suffers a bit, and also the skin tones and colors overall, but we don't know how OnePlus are going to be processing this, so that's still to be found out. Confirmation also from the interview with Pete Lau saying that's going to be under $500. Again, that confirms earlier leaks that we heard it might be about £400 in the UK. Another thing we learned from that prototype unit is no headphone jack on there, and that really ties in nicely with the TWS earphones that they will be launching called the OnePlus Pods. And yeah, we get those leaked as well online by Max J. Prolific OnePlus leaker for sure these days, and these are the OnePlus Pods that will be launching alongside the OnePlus Nord. More information as well by Max J tells us that the screen anyway will be a high refresh rate OLED screen, so that is fantastic news for this phone. Probably the main aspect of this phone, especially in the mid-range. You do get OLED screens in the mid-range these days from Redmi and Xiaomi, but certainly no high refresh rates in those. So this is definitely going to be a big selling point of the phone. Also confirmation from Qualcomm, if we needed it, that definitely a Qualcomm chipset in this phone. So remember we had those rumors that it may be on a Dimensity chipset, maybe the Dimensity 1000, something like that. Definitely not. We got the rumors a long time ago that it would be the Snapdragon 765. Just confirmed by Qualcomm that definitely a Qualcomm chipset in here. So let's look forward to the 765 in this phone. Not the most powerful of mid-range chipsets. You have the 765G, also the 768. Also, the Dimensity 820 is probably more powerful than this. Definitely more powerful than this. So yeah, definitely not the most powerful smartphone in the mid-range in terms of the chipset. And how is that going to work out when it comes to gaming, when it comes to image processing? Well, definitely when it comes to gaming, you won't be able to play on those higher settings. So will it be able to take advantage of that 90 Hz refresh rate? Definitely have to wait and see on that one. Image processing too, Qualcomm chips are usually quite good at this, but again, something that won't be found out until it launches. Definitely a modern and very minimalist design, which I think is pretty cool. And that's what OnePlus were going for with the Nord. Obviously it's Scandinavian, and I think they've reflected that in the design. But this is still what looks to be a very good mid-range phone, but a mid-range phone with a ton of competition out there, all at very good prices with some really good specs. So I want to know, do you like the documentary, the Instagram account, and all of the big hype around this phone? Do you think that the phone will live up to it, or do you think that this is just too much hype for a mid-range phone? Let me know your thoughts. I think it looks like a good phone, and maybe the hype around it is a bit much, but I guess we'll see what the sales are like when it officially launches. But that's it for now. Everything about the OnePlus Nord. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.